Hello everyone and welcome to Morning Shot, your daily jolt of news analysis. First things first, the most important notice from today's video. There will be another video tonight at 7 p.m. on this channel. I'm actually running a test because there are so many stories to speak of. I don't want to release an hour-long video, so I'm releasing two videos today. The one you're watching and the one later at 7 p.m. Please do check out the pinned comment below to set a reminder for that one. I hope you find it enjoyable. But as for this video, let's talk about the IEC contradicting themselves and maybe committing perjury. So let's go back to yesterday's IEC press conference. The big issue at that press conference was the fact that the IEC opened up the nomination process for candidates in the local government elections. And apparently this is a grey area. The Constitutional Court did not expressly say that it's forbidden. The DA says it is forbidden under the law. The Free Front Plus says it's not forbidden. The ANC thinks it's fantastic. So there's a lot of confusion. But let's talk about a key element of the IEC's case at the actual Constitutional Court. Because if you go to the Constitutional Court website, there is the entire proceedings of the case, everyone's affidavit, everyone's letters, and if you go in particular through the EFF's right to intervene, something very interesting happens. Because if you go to paragraph 4 of the EFF's right to intervene, it states this: they want to amend the regulations around social gatherings under the pandemic, and they want to allow political gatherings of more than 100 people. And they want these gatherings for the sole purpose of enabling the affected political parties to complete their nomination lists. And if that is granted, if the finalization of the nominations lists are granted, the IEC must be directed to once again open up or extend the date for submissions of the party nomination lists. So it's important to keep that in mind. The EFF expressly asked that the nomination lists be reopened once again. The IEC had to respond to the EFF. This is their response. And here you have the chairperson of the IEC making an oath. In terms of relaxing the regulations for nomination lists, the IEC says, well, we'll leave that to the court to decide what to do with that. That is not our problem. In terms of relaxing the regulations around social gatherings, the IEC says, well, they don't really have the power to do anything. The court must decide and they will abide by whatever the court says. But here is the most important paragraph, paragraph 7. It is clear that the relief in prayer 4 is only necessary if the court minded to grant the relief set out in prayer 5. The Commission, the IEC, opposes the prayer 5 relief. Remember, in prayer 5, the EFF says we want to complete the nomination list. The IEC says we oppose the finalization of nomination lists. And they give out a variety of reasons why they oppose it. They already said there was an extension granted for nomination lists earlier in August, but they carry on to say that extending the cutoff date for the nomination list will have a knock-on effect on the rest of the election timetable. And this cannot be accommodated in the time remaining for an October 2021 local government elections. So, to reiterate, the IEC said in court they cannot open the nomination lists once again because there is no time, because the election will be held in October. So why on earth did the IEC come out yesterday and then say the nomination lists will be opened once again? Basically, what they did in reality is completely the opposite of what they said under oath in an affidavit to the Constitutional Court. So it appears that all of a sudden the IEC has plenty of time to open up the candidate registrations once again, allowing the ANC to put in all their candidates for all the municipalities in which those candidates are missing. So in essence, the IEC, the chairperson of the IEC, has lied under oath. In an affidavit before the court, he says there's no time to reopen the candidate registration, and in reality, after the fact, he says actually there will be time to reopen them and we will reopen them. If the DA are taking this to court, and I believe they are, I think this is going to be the crux of the argument right here. Why did the IEC lie under oath in an affidavit and then do exactly the opposite after the court case? There is something going on, ladies and gentlemen. I smell a massive, massive rat. For now, it is not perjury, because for perjury you have to lie under oath twice under the same set of facts, but this is definitely lying under oath at least once. And what you will find out if the DA takes this to court and the chairperson of the IEC is asked to explain in court why he said the one thing, then did the other, he will either lie under oath again or commit perjury. This is a grave situation, my friends. Very, very grave. To me, this proves it. The IEC is absolutely not fit for purpose. They should call themselves the Election Commission rather than the Independent Election Commission, because lying to the court about what is possible and then doing the opposite in real life after the court case is a very serious matter and really makes me distrust this organization absolutely. But anyway, that is the story. I have linked everything down in the description. So you can look at the affidavit from the EFF, you can look at the affidavit from the IEC, you can see the entire court judgment. It is all there, so don't take my word for it. Just read the papers for yourself and make your own deductions from that. Based on my own deductions, the IEC lied in court, and that alone is very grave, very serious, and brings a serious breach of trust in that organization.